record begin, Mr. Fleming.
Chris Lynn appeared on behalf of the people, excuse me.
David I. Goldstein, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Ronald Allen.
All right, and Ronald Allen is here in the Zoom session as well. Mr. Allen's video is not on right now, so depending on your device, you may or may not see a black box with his name. Mr. Goldstein, you had just indicated off record that you are just waiting to set this for trial. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any other issues that we need to address in this case today?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
All right. So we are going through the process of scheduling trial dates. We are giving priority to those people who are in custody at this time. Mr. Allen obviously is not in custody. And so what I'd like to do is adjourn this hopefully one more time so that the next time we're here, we will have our incarcerated defendants scheduled, and then we'll be able to schedule a trial date for Mr. Allen. Is that acceptable to you, Mr. Goldstein?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay. How about for a next pretrial date, September 29th at either 8:15 or 10 a.m.?
Your Honor, can we say 10? Generally, what I do is I go to Judge Anzalone first, and then this way I can come to you at 10.
Yep. So September 29th at 10 a.m. Mr. Fleming, any issue with that?
No objection, Judge.
All right. Mr. Fleming, would you be willing to prepare a stipulation in order for that adjournment?
We can do that, Judge.
You can sign my name
Okay.
for it.
Thanks, David.
All right. If there's nothing else we need to address, then Mr. Allen, you can go ahead and log out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Damon's together.
Okay, so we have Mr. Damon at the jail now. It's my understanding that Ms. Goldstein and Mr. Bennett want to handle the tampering cases all at the same time. Is that correct, Mr. Goldstein? You are muted, Ms. Goldstein.
Sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, correct. I believe Mr. Bennett has the one case. I have several, so
Okay.
I think that's,
All right, so I will bring in Ms. Damon and Ms. Ford. And we're just waiting for Ms. Ford to recognize that she's been brought into the meeting and connect her audio. All right, looks like she's just connecting her audio now. Okay, Ms. Ford has her audio connected now. So we are on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Tyreek Amir Damon, file number 21-20244-FH. People versus Tammy D. Damon, file number 21-20243-FH. And People versus Stephanie Ann Ford, file number 21-20242-FH. These were all set for pretrial conferences this morning. We are proceeding by video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Ms. Wise.
Morning, Your Honor. Jackie Wise on behalf of the people.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of Tariq Damon and Stephanie Ford. No objection to proceeding by Zoom and no objection to including Kenny Damon as part of a joint record.
Morning, Your Honor. For the record, my name is Jeffrey Bennett, appearing with and on behalf of Ms. Damon. We consent to proceeding in this manner today.
Okay, thank you. And so, Mr. Goldstein and or Mr. Bennett, where do we stand with these cases today?
Your Honor, the issue is that the predicate felony on the tampering is a case that hasn't been resolved yet. I think from the standpoint on these tampering cases, it makes more sense to determine whether there was actually a predicate crime committed to which evidence could be tampered with. I will say that I do now have the transcript of the preliminary examination. Unfortunately, I have not had time to file a motion to quash as it relates to Ms. Damon. However, that motion will be filed by August 5th, which is right before I leave on a vacation.
Your Honor, I parallel with what Mr. Bennett indicated, both with regard to the appropriateness of adjourning this matter, and also I'm going to be joining in that motion to quash with Mr. Bennett. He said he has a copy of the transcript. I'm not sure I do, but I'll deal with him and get that taken
You
care
sent it to me, Mr. Goldstein.
of. I did? Okay. That was done probably in my absence, but okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've got it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm looking at it.
So for these files, then, let's look for another pretrial date. How about September 15th at 10 a.m.?
That's okay.
Or, Your
with me,
Honor, Mr. Goldstein's going to be here on the 29th, I think. That day may work also. He's already here at 10 o'clock based on the earlier case.
That's true.
And I'm available either day.
Let's do the 29th is fine then. It's my understanding that the case that we're waiting on is waiting to be scheduled for trial, and I hope to be able to do that.
Are we doing August 29th or September 29th?
September.
I was September.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, that's at 10 a.m. And Ms. Weiss, could I ask you to do the stipulation and orders for those adjournments?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Goldstein, Mr. Bennett, do I have your permission to sign the stip?
You have my
Yeah.
permission, Ms. Wise.
Yes, Ms. Wise.
Okay, and so if there's nothing else, then we can conclude with respect to those three cases. And Ms. Ford, I think you can go ahead and log out at this time. Ms. Damon, you have one other case that you need to address. So please stay on. And Ms. Goldstein, I don't see Mr. Damon's other case. Is that not?
It's above Tammy's. Page 3.
It's not on the docket, but he's got another file.
Oh, he has another one?
Mr. Goldstein, was Mr. Damon's other file supposed to be up today for a pretrial?
I don't believe so. Miss Damon's other file is up to you, but I don't believe his is.
I'm showing that it's up for August 4th.
Yeah, and, right, and Ms. Wise and I have been talking about some.
So that'd be a week from today. Okay, I just wanted to, if it's just next week, that's fine, but I wanted to, if we're gonna get trial dates on, I want to get those, on, because I'm trying to get all the incarcerated defendants on the schedule as quickly as possible, so.
Well, Ms. Wise and I have been talking about some investigative issues that might impact the resolution. So if we could just wait till next week, that'll give Ms. Wise a chance to talk.
Okay, yep, I just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed anything, and it doesn't look like it did, so we're okay. So Mr. Damon, then you can tell the officer that is there with you that you're done in court. And can you call and get Mr. Laharaga?
About Ms. Demon's other file.
She's there, I'll do that right now with it.
Okay.
For the jail.
And Your Honor, I do believe you are finished with me today. So with your permission,
Yeah.
I'll log off.
Yep, I'm sorry, Mr. Bennett, go ahead, you can go ahead and log off.
Thank you.
And so we will,
I'm on the record on her other file.
all right, so we'll go on the record then in People of State of Michigan versus Tammy D. Damon. It is file number 21-20317-FH. Today's date set for a pretrial. In this case, we are proceeding by video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record. Beginning with Mr. Hartung, is this your case?
It is, Your Honor. Ms.
Yeah.
Damon's case is mine. Doug Hartung appearing on behalf of the people. We have no objection to the Zoom proceeding.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant. We have no objection to the Zoom proceedings.
All right, and so Mr. Goldstein, where are we with this case then?
Your Honor, I received a text from Mr. Hartung yesterday with an offer. If we could have a week or two, Ms. Damon and I are going to discuss that resolution.
Okay, so the next few weeks are really overbooked at this point. The earliest date that looks decent for me would be September 8th at 10 a.m. if that works for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Goldstein, would you prepare a stipulation in order for that adjournment?
I will, Your Honor. Is it okay to sign your name, Doug?
It is, David. Absolutely.
All right, anything else we need to address with this case today?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you then. Ms. Damon, you can go ahead and log out.
Thank you.
Here, but Mr. Malero is not. I assume he's. Okay, Mr. Dagger Margosian, are you handling Alyssa Smith?
No, Your Honor. The only remaining case I have is Ashley Schopflin.
Okay. Is at jail, so we will work on. Yeah. Handling Alyssa.
That would be me, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Ms. Underwood, were you speaking to me or to?
I'm handling Alyssa Smith, Your Honor.
Okay. She is not logged in. Oh, she's at the jail. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, we will work on getting her after La Haraga. Ms. Gold,
Show at the jail.
Mr. Goldstein, are you ready to proceed with Mr. La Haraga's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We are on the record now in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Dustin Jean La Haraga. It is file number 20-19931-FH, file 20-19949-FH, file 20-20008-FH, and file 20-19848-FH. These are all, let's see, the 20-19848 file is set for sentencing today. The other files are all set for pretrials today. We are proceeding by a video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Hartung.
Doug Hartung appearing for the people. We have no objection to the Zoom proceeding this morning, Your Honor.
David I. Goldstein appearing on behalf of the defendant. We have no objection to proceeding by Zoom, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Goldstein, where are we with this case today?
Your Honor,
These
Mr. Hartung and I have been negotiating on and off for the last month or so. We are making progress, but I don't think we're quite there yet. I would indicate, Your Honor, that if we don't reach a resolution in these matters, Mr. La Haraga has asked me to file a motion to set aside his plea in the one file in which he has already pled. I have held off doing that because I wanted to try to get a global resolution. If we can't reach that, I am going to file that motion. But I'm going to ask for the soonest date possible, which I'm assuming is September the 8th. And Mr. Hartung and I will make one last effort to try to get these matters resolved.
Okay, Mr. Hartung, is that agreeable with you?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. All right, then, Mr. Hartung, would you be willing to do a stiffen order on these cases?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll sign your name to it, David.
Yeah, please, Doug.
Thank you.
Setting the sentence at the same time.
The sentencing at the same time, yeah.
Set everything at the same time. That was September 8th at 10 a.m.
The sentencing scheduled for this morning for him is also going to be set for September 8th.
Correct. We're just keeping them all together.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing else we need to address in these cases, then Mr. La Haraga, you can tell the officer that you're done, and we would take Alyssa Smith if they have her available.
Thank you.
What's that?
Do you know what page it's on?
2.
Are you done?
No.
Are you done?
2.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Lacoste. Do you have Mr. Garrow at your office with you?
I do, Your Honor. He's here with me.
All right, and I understand Mr. Fleming is going to handle this one?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. We are,
Are you ready to do that?
yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
All right, we are on the record now in the matter of the People versus Joseph Randall Garrow, file number 20-19977-FH. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference in this case. We are proceeding today by video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Fleming for the people.
Chris Lloyd appearing on behalf of the people.
David Lacoste appearing on behalf of Mr. Garrow.
All right, and Mr. Garrow, where do we stand with this case today?
I think we are still just, I don't know where you are as far as setting trials for non-incarcerated individuals, but I'm guessing we're probably going to be needing another pretrial.
Okay, Ms. Garrow has requested previously that this matter be set for trial. We are in the process of scheduling our incarcerated defendants, and we're making, I think, good headway in that regard. But I don't think we're quite ready to start scheduling people that are not incarcerated. Still have a handful of people that obviously have a priority that need to get on the schedule. So I do think it is appropriate to adjourn the pretrial. Looking, Mr. Lacoste, at September 22nd at 10 a.m., if that's a date that is acceptable for you and Mr. Garrow.
September 22nd at 10 a.m., Your Honor?
Correct.
That's open for me.
All right. And Mr. Lacoste, would you be willing to prepare a stipulation in order for that adjournment?
I will, Mr. Fleming, do I have your permission to sign your name?
You do, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You can go ahead and log out.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Underwood, we have Ms. Smith. Do you need a breakout session with her?
Yes, I
before
do,
we
Your
start?
Honor.
All right, set it up right now.
Probably doing a pickup too, which might be downstairs.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Sala. Who do you have with us today?
Sterling Suave should be zooming in unless she's in jail. I'm not sure where she's at. I'm special public defender.
What's that?
I don't think we have that.
I'm not sure we have that. Do you have a case number on that one?
I will be back briefly, Judge.
Okay.
Uh, 21-20441. If that makes sense.
We have the next date on that as September 8th at 8:15.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh, yeah, hang on.
it says August 25th too, so I'm not sure which one's right. You look up further, Judge?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Got the book right here.
So the date on the pretrial notice that went out is September 8th at 8:50.
Yeah, I have that one. I don't know why I got this in the date for, on the calendar for today, but
We have an August 25th date on there too. Let me see if that's been taken off.
I just got to sign this case, so I
All right.
I don't see it booked for August 25th. It is on the book for the 8th.
okay, so we can figure September 8th.
Yeah, September 8th at 8:50.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, I've closed the breakout rooms. Ms. Smith should be back here momentarily. All right, we have Ms. Smith back now. Ms. Underwood, are you ready to go on the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we are on the record then in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Alyssa Marie Smith. It is file number 20-10105-FH. This is a date set for a pretrial conference as well as a pretrial on contempt of court for failure to appear on June 9th, 2021, and a pretrial for contempt of court for violation of bond conditions. We are proceeding today as a video conference. First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Fleming for the people.
Chris Fleming, appear on behalf of the people.
Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Ms. Smith, Your Honor.
And Ms. Underwood, where do we stand with this case today?
The current offer on this case, as I understand it, is as charged with a HIDA, Your Honor, which I believe Ms. Smith qualifies for. The contempt matters, we believe, will proceed with the underlying case, Your Honor, and we would like another quick pretrial to consider that, Your Honor.
All right, the earliest available date I have is September 8th at 8:15.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Underwood, would you be willing to prepare a stipulation in order for that adjournment?
I will do so. With Mr. Fleming, may I sign that with your permission?
Absolutely, thank you.
Your Honor, as to the issue of bail bond in this matter, I understand fully Ms. Smith's history with bond in this matter, Your Honor. And I will start off by saying the court has been extremely patient with Ms. Smith. And I fully understand any position the court wishes to take. Ms. Smith has sat in jail for 30 days, Your Honor. Ms. Smith is not a I believe, a experienced criminal defendant, Your Honor. And 30 days in jail has been a lot for Ms. Smith. It has given her a lot of time to contemplate her actions. Ms. Smith has a young child at home that she would like to get back to. Ms. Smith understands how badly she screwed up by flouting the orders of this court. And we would ask the court to consider, if it would, releasing Ms. Smith under whatever conditions the court wishes to make on a PR bond in this matter, pending her pretrial, Your Honor.
Mr. Fleming, people have any position on that request?
Yes, Judge, if this was defendant's first bond violation, the people would certainly understand, but the first violation happened back in November of last year, where she cut her GPS tether off and threw it into the Detroit River. And this time, defendant failed to appear, Judge. People believe bond is probably appropriately set while this case is in progress.
All right, I understand the difficult circumstances, but the history of the case only make me comfortable if she is released with a GPS tether, which, as I review the file, is the situation that she has right now. And so I'm not willing to come off of that at this point, given what has happened. So I'm going to deny the request to amend the bond conditions.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Smith, you can tell the officer that you are done in court for today, and you would take Mr. Akbar if they have him available.
Okay. Your Honor, Akbar is Jackie Wise's case, and I don't think she's back yet.
I'm going to handle that today for her. She had to go and
Okay.
start the trial back up in Judge Anslone's court.
Okay.
She gave me some notes, David.
Okay.
Okay, we're looking for Rashid Akbar. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Thomason, if you give us just one moment. All right, we've got Mr. Molero's audio connected now. Thank you, Thomason.
Good. Right.
We are on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus William Cole Thomason, file number 21-20288-FH. Today's date set for a pretrial conference as well as a pretrial for contempt of court for failure to appear on May 26, 2021. We are proceeding today as a video conference. First, let me have the attorneys place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Fleming for the people.
So to appear on behalf of the people.
Salvatore Molero on behalf of Mr. Thomason.
And we do have Mr. Thomason present in the Zoom session as well. Mr. Molero, where do we stand with this case today?
Your Honor, he had some matters in district court. Mr. Thomason, stop moving around, please, will you? Thank you. He had some matters in district court that he had private counsel for. My understanding is were resolved recently. And I'd ask to adjourn this so that we could see if these matters can be resolved as well.
All right. How about Mr. Malero, September 15th, and I can do 8:15 or 10 if it matters to you.
Well, it really matters more to Judge Hansel than me, Judge. But,
so whichever she would prefer is fine with me.
Yeah, well, let's do 8:15, and maybe hopefully I can get in.
Okay. And Mr. Malero, would you prepare a stipulation in order for that adjournment?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Thompson, thank you for your patience this morning. You can go ahead and log out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr.
Thank you,
Malone,
Mr.
you have my permission to sign that as well.
Seriously.
Okay, Mr. Goldstein, do you need a breakout session with either Mr. Akbar or Mr. Hartung?
Actually, I've discussed the matter with Ms. Weiss prior to logging on. I'm prepared to proceed at this time.
Okay.
On record.
We're on the record then in the matter of People's State of Michigan versus Rashid Hakeem Akbar, file number 21-20390-FH. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference in this case. We are proceeding by a video conference. First, let me have the attorneys place their appearances on the record, beginning with Mr. Hartung.
Thank you, Your Honor. Doug Hartung, appearing for the people. No objection to the Zoom proceeding this morning.
David I. Goldstein, appearing on behalf of the defendant. No objection to the Zoom proceeding, Your Honor.
And Mr. Goldstein, where do we stand with this case today?
Well, first of all, prior to going on the record today, Ms. Wise did send to me an offer, which I need to discuss with my client. However, my anticipation is that given how weak the people's case is, he is probably going to turn it down. I've been waiting on a transcript so I could file a motion to quash. I just got back from vacation. I don't see it in the file, so I'll be following up on that today. So I'm going to be asking for a pretrial date, the first available date the court has. I'll get that motion filed by then, and I will also discuss resolution with my client. But I anticipate he's going to turn the offer down, Judge.
So I think we've, in other cases, identified the September 8th date at 10 a.m.
That's perfect, Judge.
That one there also. All right. So we'll set it for September 8th at 10 a.m.
I'll prepare the different order, Your Honor.
One more issue, Mr. Goldstein. Is he in jail currently?
Yes.
Is he in jail on something besides this case?
Mr. Akbar, do you have anything other than this case pending?
No, no.
Your Honor, for the record, we have no objection to the bond being changed to PR in this particular case.
We obviously are not going to oppose that, Your Honor.
Get this changed in Jesus.
And you're welcome, Mr. Goldstein.
Sorry, John. Sorry, Mr. Hartung. Call me by surprise, frankly, because Ms. Wise didn't mention that.
Seven. All right, so based on the people's statement, then there will seem to be some question about his bond. Whatever it is, we'll set it at a PR bond. We'll do that at this time. So anything else we need to address then today?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
When you get out, call me.
Okay.
Okay?
No problem.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Akbar. You can tell the officer that's with you that you're done in court for today, and we would take Ms. Schoflin if they have her available.
All right. Thank you.
Ron's always been a PR judge. What Kelly's paperwork says.
I didn't see anything.
Usually it says discontinued.
Oh. Okay, we have Ms. Schultzman coming from jail at this point, and it's Mr. Davis, who's well, we have Mr. Davis here, but it says that question about.
Yeah, maybe because I was gonna have to watch it. Here. That's a compliment.
Okay, we also have Mr. Another case here. I'm gonna have to move everyone